This time we are live, and the Lopez family, as we do every week on Sundays. This time it's a little bit late. We didn't want to cancel the class, but Baruch Hashem, a very interesting class. Parashat Beshalach, the people of Israel leaving Egypt. The very first pasuk says, "Vayhi beshalach paro et ha'am, velo nacham Elohim derech eretz Pelishtim." Hashem didn't guide the people of Israel through the land of Pelishtim. It's a shortcut. They could be in Eretz Israel within 3 to 7 days. How long it took them eventually? How long it took them?
30 years.
So you're saying 40 years. Why not to go through Eretz Pelishtim, the land of Pelishtim, which can take a few days? So it says in the very first pasuk of the parasha, chapter 13, verse 17, Ki amar Elohim, Hashem says, but the people will see Birotam milchama. What is milchama? What happened was, the Midrash reveals to us, 30 years earlier, a guy named Nun is the father of
Yeshua.
Yoshua bin Nun. Not the other Yoshua that some people mistakenly think as either God or is the Messiah, false Messiah. No, not this false Messiah. Talking about Yoshua bin Nun, the prophet. His father from the tribe, he says, I got a prophecy. He did the calculation and he was mistaken for 30 years. He says, now we leave Egypt. Nobody wants to join. So many of the tribe of Ephraim left Egypt. They left Egypt. Miraculously, they were able to leave the land of Egypt. Why? Because they were able to overcome a very big black magic. We'll discuss it in a minute. On the way out, they live. They got to the land of Pelishtim, which is bordered with Egypt, very close to the land of Israel, which is actually the land of Israel now. And the Bnei Ephraim, the people of Ephraim, believe that this belongs to them. The shepherds that were there started a fight with the Israelites. Get out of here, it's us. No, Hashem promised this to us. They called their friends. The war started within a day. And many people died. They're saying around 300,000, the tribe of Ephraim died. The people that beat them, defeat them in the war were very cruel. They stacked their bodies and they made an announcement not to bury them. To show everyone, whoever mess up with the Pelishtim, that's what it's going to end like this. Can you imagine stacking 300,000 people? The rest went back to Egypt. And they were there for a day or two, and a week, and 2 weeks, and a month. They stunk. Eventually, they lived them there for many years. For 30 years, their bones left there. Big stack all over. Wherever went by would ask about this, what happened there, and people could tell them about the story, what happened to whoever messed with the Pelishtim. Hashem didn't want the people of Israel to go through that land. They'll see what happened to their brothers. They'll despair. They'll take the morale down. They will want to go back to Egypt. So this is how the Jews end up. It's not good. So Hashem said, I'm going to do, instead of going this shortcut, I'm going to override this area. I'm going to go a different area, different location. Fine. And I want to ask a question. Bnei Israel were in Egypt for 210 years. Servants. We didn't hear even about one that was able to flee, to run away, to leave Egypt. What happened? Who stopped them from getting out of Egypt? It's open borders.
They're idols. They're idols. Idols,
right. So the Me'am Lo'ez says, so Reuven Lopez says, he brings an answer, he brings it from I think from Amboez, I guess you wrote it. Yeah?
Midrash.
The Midrash says they have a very black magic, very interesting magic. The magic was very big idols. One of them, the head looks like a dog. Another one like a fox, and a lion, and a tiger, different type of animal. Some of them were made out of metal, or wooden, or stone. And they were able to do a black magic. They were ever, doesn't matter who, pass this border, either to go out or in, they'll make a noise. And soldiers that run around will attack. Pay attention. Some tried to leave Egypt, and they got killed. And rumors spreads very quick about this black magic, and it's dangerous. If you try to leave, an arrow will kill you, or a stone, or they get you, and it's a horrible, horrible end. So people basically were afraid to leave Egypt. They saw and heard what happened to those who tried, and out of fear, they stayed in Egypt. Beside that, the elders told them, this is not time. When time comes, we'll let you know. Someone will have to come and will tell them this is time to leave Egypt. And he will use the code words. Who uses these codes? Moshe Rabbeinu. The code was to say the words Ehyeh Asher Ehyeh. The word Ehyeh 2 times. They knew when they hear these words in another word 2 times, this is the code. And this is a true leader. So they have to wait till times come, until Hashem will take revenge from the Egyptians. At the very end, the plague of the firstborn, death of the firstborn. So we learn from here that one should do no calculation when it's time for Mashiach to come, or when it's time to leave Egypt. Simply because if Hashem wants to tell us, when Mashiach comes, He will tell us. And if He wants to tell us what's the name of the Mashiach, He will tell us. If this is something we're waiting for so long, why to hide it? If it's so important, why Hashem didn't want to tell us? Why Hashem will cover it from us? Hashem does not need people to tell Him, oh, I know He's the Mashiach, and His name is so and so. And actually I have proof from the Tanakh. If this is the most important thing for Mashiach to come, why Hashem will hide it in the Psukim, and He needs you to tell Him or to tell us who is the Mashiach? It should be clear. We learn from here that some things Hashem will reveal and some Hashem will cover. This is one of them. When Mashiach comes and when is the end of the days. How you can bring Mashiach, how you can bring the Messiah? Simply by connecting to God. You connect to God only in 2 ways. Doing Torah mitzvot, and Gimilut Chasadim. Chesed, kindness with people. So how the Gentile can bring Messiah? To keep the 7 universal laws. That's it. Any questions? I have a lot of questions about Mashiach. It's not a topic. I just wanted to give you a little bit taste of what is really going on. You do mistake. You miscalculating the time to leave even Egypt. You're going to end up dead. No less than that. When Hashem wants you out, He will let you know. When Hashem wants Mashiach, He will let you know. Question, Reuven.
So Hashem came Himself to Egypt, and He said He was going to take care of the firstborn and the idols, and the
Correct.
their gods.
Correct.
And at the end of times, you say that it's going to be the same, like in Egypt.
Right. The same way, כי אימץ אתכם ארץ מצרים, the גאולה, the redemption will be the same way we lived Egypt. Hashem Himself will send Eliyahu, and you hear shofar, the shofar blowing, and Hashem will tell the Mashiach, you are the chosen one. In every generation, we have a potential Mashiach that He Himself doesn't know. And Hashem knows. And He will reveal to Himself to him when the times come. And Bezrat Hashem, we hope the time comes We're waiting for it for so many years.